Join us in a moment of silence for Betty White. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast about anything and everything in the world of wrestling. Welcome to Such Good Shoot, this year bringing you our year-end awards, the Shardy. Up in the corner, getting the beer ready, we got our main man, Shane. In the other corner, having freshly watched the Ten Commandments.
Well, not the whole thing. I'm only like a quarter of the way in, but I did watch the new Ghostbusters.
We have Isaac.
Hi, everyone.
And in our weird triangular ring we have going in the final corner, you have me.
We call that an Eiffel Tower, but it's an upside-down Eiffel Tower.
What's that say?
A pussy.
DAWs 3R?
DAWs 3R, dude.
I went old school. I went elite, baby.
Oh, how's it going, guys? I haven't seen you. How was your end of last year and holidays and all that stuff? Shane, you almost had sex on a bus with someone who smoked crack.
Yeah. He and I had a moment together, but he didn't quite seal the deal.
He was trying to give you like a muffin or something. What did he try to give you?
Ham sandwich, I think.
No. It was like a blueberry prepackaged. It wasn't a muffin. It was like maybe it was like a prepackaged muffin. I don't remember.
Huh.
I only had to deal with him for like 10 more minutes, so I was just looking forward to fleeing.
Man, some people just don't appreciate how good they have it, and like here you are being like, oh, I have to be next to this drug addict on a bus. And, you were telling me about it and he was watching a good movie. What movie did he end up watching?
I'm not fully convinced he was actually watching a movie and that he just wasn't watching, like trailers.
I see.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't able to ascertain. Every time I looked over, it looked like a different movie.
See, I would have been just, like making friends, trying to see what he had to share to get fucked up on, and shared an earbud and watch some trailers with him, dude.
Yeah,
Isaac knows how to enjoy a Greyhound bus ride.
Dude, man, if you're not fucking in the bathroom stall with your foot under it, you better be making friends in the seats,
Well, speaking of getting fucked up, what are we all getting fucked up on tonight?
I'm not getting too fucked up. I'm just drinking 2 Bud Lights, and I got a couple blunts. I got to work in the morning, so.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, COVID fucking sucks, dude. There's a lot of people with COVID, so working a little extra.
Janie boy, what you got?
Slang du Jour by Drecker Brewing Company out of Fargo. It's a
That's a movie.
And a TV show.
I heard it's good too.
It's a cran orange cobbler sour a la mode.
Wait a minute. It's for Marines? They put crayons in it? Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
I am very sad. I do not have a rim shot button.
What are you drinking, homeboy?
We got some good old Elijah Craig. You probably know Elijah Isaac, right? Don't you?
We leave a glass of Manischewitz out for him every Passover, dude. Yeah.
So Elijah Craig, and I'm smoking on a good old fashioned Liga number 9 tonight.
League of my balls 9 times.
Speaking of leaguing your balls. Chic of the week. Chic of the week. Chic of the week. Chic of the week.
I'm gonna light my blunt. It's the time.
COVID update. Everyone is fucked.
It's true too, man. I don't want to be a doomsayer for 2022, but I'm talking to you. You're gonna get COVID. I'm sorry to say it, but you heard it here first.
Most likely.
The
And
fate of our future is in the hands of fucking jabronis.
It's true, dude. It's true. The jabrones are in charge right now, man. We need to get the Jews back in charge of the world. Whatever happened to that? Things were going pretty sweet until they got runt out of power last January 6th. You know what? It is the 6th, by the way. It is the 1-year anniversary of the most deadliest, tragicest, evilest insurrection on the planet, guys. We should probably spend the episode talking about how awful it was.
No.
Did the FBI come in here or some shit? What just happened?
Hi guys, I'm back. FBI came in here and kicked me out.
Yeah, they gave you a talking to.
They said that I have the freedom to speak. So I'm going to use that freedom right now to recount anything I ever said negatively about the FBI. They're great people.
So
Wonderful people.
On this, the 6th day of January.
Not at all rat fucks.
I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we have the first batch of releases at WWE this week.
This year?
This year, yeah. Well, this week, this year.
We're starting off hot too, folks. You thought we were gonna cool it down this January with the releases? No, sir. We're firing them up.
And it was random days too. Like they just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, we got. We'll start at the beginning with the more obscure people, but not really. We have Ace Steel being released.
Dude, he stole my fucking heart.
Alice in Danger.
Allison's in danger of getting her butt licked.
Oh,
like what I did there? Come on, I'm going to nail them all. Keep going.
This is not going to be good because it's Sarah Cummins.
Sarah. Yeah, that shit writes itself. Next.
Rajan Singh.
Rajan better sing me one of those Bollywood songs.
Ryan Katz.
Ryan eats cats because he's poor.
George Carroll.
George better Carol my balls on his chin.
And now we'll start with some of the more notable names.
Okay.
Gabe Sapolsky.
Yeah, Zapolsky. What is he, Polish?
I'm not even going to try, but he was the founder of many different wrestling promotions, including was it Evolution? What was it? Shane, refresh me.
Evolve.
Yeah,
it was
Evolve.
Yeah, Evolve. Yep.
Which WWE
which was a
they had
and
some
then
good
ran
stuff.
into the ground and killed. Yeah, Evolve was cool, man.
There was we watched. It was like a lot of the young, like the OG, like NXT guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old Evolve was like Adam Cole and like Chuck Taylor from AEW, Johnny Tomato.
Yep.
And
Very much the same as like a PWG crowd.
okay.
But really good wrestling.
Then they released the Armstrong brothers, both Scott, the referee, and the Road Dogg.
Wait, those guys are brothers?
Please tell me this is not actually news to you.
No, this is the first time I'm hearing this, man.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Wait a minute. The Road Dogg isn't really... Wait.
No, his name's not actually Jesse James.
He wasn't really a roadie for... that they taught how to wrestle?
No.
Fuck. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were brothers.
And finally,
I'm dumb, dude. I'm dumb as shit.
William Regal.
William Regal. I got nothing. I got no jokes there. That one sucks, dude. William Regal's the best.
Like somehow that one hurt more than like a lot of the other he's actual talent they've released.
One of the most underrated professional wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, I mean, and like he took over like that NXT GM spot from fucking JBL before NXT was even cool, and he ran with it. Like, he was the constant, like, just
Seeing him
solid authority
crying
figure. Yeah.
when the girls did their shit, like when Bailey and Sasha had their match, and like there's just so many moments that he made more important with his presence.
He was the authority figure to convince me authority figures aren't all bad in wrestling.
Yeah, he was just constant. He
drank
there.
tea with pee-pee in it, guys. And he made a funny face. How many times did he have to stick his fucking tongue up Vince's asshole on live TV?
What?
No, seriously. He was in the Kiss My Ass Club like a fucking like dozen times. I mean, like the poor dude, like every chance they got, they shit on him. And he finally had his little spot in NXT where like he could do his thing and really help people. And fucking he did a great job, and he was really well fucking presented. And like they're just like, yeah, no.
With all this shit, I'm fairly certain when Triple H had his cardiac event, he actually died, and they're just Weekend at Bernie's him around.
Yeah, I would love to get a ungimmicked Triple H opinion on NXT 2.0, like, just person to person what he actually thinks. I'd be very
I'm
very
curious.
interested to hear about that.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because like part of me is like, yeah, it's his like pet project, and like he's probably like pretty bummed, but at the same time, like the level of involvement that he had in the beginning of it like was probably way more like emotionally invested in it than he is towards the end, even like with like like some of the talent. Like, how do you keep up that level of investment in anything that long with all the other duties he has?
We're getting there, Wade. We're getting there.
Finally,
I don't know. That was like 3 minutes ago. I think he was responding to.
I think me saying finally we're getting to William Regal, but also they got rid of Samoan Joseph.
Yeah,
for the second time since WrestleMania.
Which is like, it's just so weird. Yeah, like I mean, I guess it makes sense that like he was like Triple H went out and got him back himself, and now that like they blew it up, like yeah, they're gonna fucking get rid of anybody that had any association with that. And like yeah, it's just fucking, I don't know. Like I have a weird issue with the way they treat it, because like they're like anytime any of them talk about it, it's like, oh well, you always look at the guys who get fired, but what you don't see is that we've hired a bunch of other people
who are nobodies who you're paying nothing.
Exactly. And it's like don't pretend like this is some noble endeavor in the future. Like you're firing anyone that you don't see like any use for anymore. Like you're just throwing them away.
Which is everyone.
Yeah, which is anybody who isn't just like drawing money on Monday Night Raw at the end of the show or whatever. Like
they re-signed Alan Joseph.
Yeah, which is Kevin weird Owens. Because I was pretty sure last time he said the 5-year contract he signed was the last contract he's ever going to sign. So
yeah, well they gave him more money. That was a lie. Yeah, they gave him more money.
They clearly have a lot of money to throw around, so maybe he got like a ooh baby contract.
Yeah,
maybe he just said AEW one day and they realized he would he make a big impact in AEW at this point?
Huge. Immediately.
But they have what I'm trying to say is they have so many Impact players that have already gotten there.
But it's fucking AJ, dude.
At some point, though, you do start tipping the scale, and you get into that situation of WCW.
Oh, they're already getting there.
That's what I'm saying. Does a guy like AJ Styles tip that scale?
If you add another hour to Rampage, no.
I mean, and let's be honest, like how many more years of like top quality wrestling does he even have in him?
I bet you he wrestles another 1 to 2 years in WWE, ends up getting released, and then just one like long ultra indie run, like a year and a half, and just goes to New Japan and does one more match, and goes to AEW and does something. If Ring of Honor's up, maybe he pops up there. He just does the Cody Rhodes, fresh out of WWE sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know.
Just speaking on getting to the end of your career and in-ring time, I think it's time for Chris Jericho to transition in the Inner Circle to more the Ric Flair role. A manager plus. He's there, he manages mainly, but occasionally he gets involved.
Someone who pisses you off and you want to see get their ass beat, and every now and then gets a little fucking comeuppance.
Yeah, I'm not saying he can't go in the ring. He still can go, but
he shouldn't.
He should stop before he gets to the point of truly embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, and like with how much talent they have on the roster, the 15 minutes Chris Jericho takes up every single Dynamite that he's there could be better spent some weeks on other things.
Yeah.
Just put him on commentary.
Yeah, replaced JR, which, by the way, welcome back, JR. Glad that he's feeling better and cancer is in remission, but he should still replace JR.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, yeah, he can replace JR because you have Excalibur doing play-by-play as well.
You have Schiavone and you have Excalibur. Yeah, you have somebody who can be like entertaining, and not someone who's just like trying his best to catch up. And like, no disrespect to JR, like he's one of the best to ever do it, but he like another guy past his prime in this.
So, I guess this is also the perfect transition into our Shardies. Because the first Shardy I actually have listed is the Please Retire Shardy.
I know my answer.
I know my answer too.
Well, let's hear your answers. Let's get the names in here.
Kevin Dunn.
Does that count?
In-ring talent. Keep it to in-ring talent for this
Vince
one.
Vince McMahon.
That's not in-ring talent.
Come on.
Not anymore, at least. Here, I'll let you think. I'll go. Sting is getting my Please Retire Shardy award. Not because he's had the worst year, but just because he's way too old to be doing this. And every single time he wrestles, I fear for his health. And also, Jesus Christ, they have so many people that struggle to find airtime. They spend so much of it on Sting. And it just reeks of WCW in a bad way, to me at least. And I would like Sting to just go somewhere else.
Young Bucks. Please retire.
Okay. And
it's not even a real answer.
No, it is for me. Jesus Christ, if they please retire, I'd be very happy.
Hey, he's allowed to interpret it how he wants. And
I tried two very serious answers, and you said no. They can't win a Shardy for the person who should fucking retire. Because
you know what? I will let you give it to Kevin Dunn.
Thank you. It's a Shardy award.
Yeah, I was gonna say let me give it to Kevin Dunn if it hops off the Young Bucks. There's way worse in this world.
Yeah, thank you.
I am going to give
I
my
know how to
Shardy
get you on my side.
To Chris Jericho from regular in-ring competition.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. So there we have it. That's our first set of awards that we've ever given on this show.
Yeah, that's our first Shardy.
Let's just take a moment and enjoy that. That was good. That felt good. Yeah. All right, cool. Next Shardy, what do we got?
Next Shardy is for our worst guest of the year.
Our worst guest of the year?
Yes.
Who did we even have this year?
Yeah.
It's got to be Al Snow.
Yeah, it has to be.
We couldn't even release that shit. It was so bad.
for many reasons.
Yeah,
But
he was just
like including Al
grumpy.
Snow, and yeah, Al Snow.
It's Al Snow. Like there's no doubt. Maybe for April Fool's Day or April 20th we'll release it.
Good Lord, yeah.
Bro,
that was
crop me
something.
out of it. It was
was
just me being
something.
uncomfortable for.
We're not
forever.
gonna. If we put anything, I'm not putting any effort into it. If we release it, it's just gonna go up there. Sound quality issues and all.
Oh yeah, it sucks.
There's no way to
guys.
fix that.
Ugh.
No, there's no zoom in enhance feature in real life. Yeah, that was fucking bad.
Okay, that brings us to the Kennel from Hell Shardy for the worst match of the year.
Oh, the worst.
Well, worst.
Match.
We will, because of how I named it, we'll call it the worst gimmick of the year.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I gotta think about worst match of the year, but
I don't know. I didn't watch any wrestling. Oh, fuck.
And for everyone listening, this includes everything that happened in wrestling this year, and anything we reviewed.
Oh God, I feel like there's been so many just dog shit matches that we reviewed.
here,
But
hold
were they
on.
dog shit gimmicks?
Let's see
I
here.
while you look them up, I know what I'm going to name, and that is the WCW version of the Last Man Standing match.
Oh my God, what is that one called? Is it
Texas
just
Death?
the Texas Death
Yeah.
match?
Where it's like,
Yeah, it's really
make
bad.
them count to 10, and then you still have to fucking pin them.
That's really bad.
Yeah, Texas Death Match for me.
Yeah, that's really, really bad. Jesus Christ, I don't even know where to begin. I'm gonna have to go AEW on this, and probably the exploding death match thing they did.
Was that this year or last year? I honestly forget.
Oh my God, I know my answer.
I'm gonna say
Sorry.
it's this year.
Yeah, we're going with the exploding. Okay, Jane, what do you got?
And that's where both of you are so wrong. It was the fucking The Miz versus Damian Priest
fuck.
zombie lumberjack match from Hell in a Cell. That
Holy
is
shit!
easily the worst match that has happened this year, and it's not even like it's not close. Like the exploding barbed wire death match did not suck, other than the ending. They both worked really hard.
I changed my answer to the zombie match. I so forgot that existed.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
The Miz got eaten at the end of it, y'all. The Miz got eaten
And
alive.
somehow he's the one still employed out of the two.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that one sucked my fucking hemorrhoids.
Yeah, that definitely wins. Okay.
Ugh.
This is a weird one. I'm going to leave it to you to interpret it. The released talent of the year. You can interpret it as most deserving or least deserving of their release.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
I think the one that surprised me the most is, I think the route I'm going to go was actually Braun Strowman. Really surprised me that they released him. I was not in any way, shape, or form expecting that. They worked so long on building him up to be this fucking, and surprised the hell out of me to let him go the way they did.
And they were using him consistently, unlike Bray, where they just
Like
Bray was really we don't have anything for you, despite having everything for you.
Yeah, but they had still spent so much money on him, and they also made so much money in merch off of him being there.
Yeah.
Like even though like they fucked it up repeatedly, he sold the shit out of some merch.
Yeah, I guess I just wasn't as surprised as I was by, because he always just like, Bray Wyatt always seemed like he was a pain in the ass for the company, despite like, and the only reason they was kept around was because of those things. But like him banging JoJo was like a bad look for the company when it happened. He always like, whereas like Braun Strowman always just seemed like such a company guy. It would do whatever they wanted, including winning tag belts with a referee's kid, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
And-
never able to crack the glass ceiling, brother. He
I
never put the
mean,
title on him.
yeah, nobody, no, but nobody does anymore. I mean, fuck, it's either Brock or it's fucking Roman.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty
I mean,
much.
Randy Orton doesn't even get like close to that shit anymore.
Edge hasn't held it since coming back either.
I'm just saying, and like, you know, like if anyone has like who's been there and put in the work, fucking day in and day out, like, you know, everyone talked about John Cena and all and the time he put in, but Randy Orton, man, there's a guy who has put the fucking time in and done whatever they've asked of him, even if he's a prick.
Yeah.
Well, you can just really tell when he doesn't want to do it.
Which, yeah, I would get though at that point. I'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm
I,
phoning this in.
apparently Seth was supposed to beat Big E though. Apparently that was the original plan. Was Seth
That
was
wouldn't
supposed
have
to
been
take the
any
title.
better.
Well, it's better than Brock just randomly taking the title off of
Nothing's
Big E
better
with
than
no.
Brock, baby. God, I love him.
You do. And since you love him, I will let you have this next category.
All right.
Best ass in wrestling.
Sunny Kiss. It's so easy. And like there is a very, very close second, and that's fucking Ruby Soho.
Okay.
I saw that picture of her like mounted on that girl, like hugging her, and Jesus dump truck and Christ.
What girl?
I don't know, dude. I wasn't even looking at anything but that
Oh.
ass. This is
No.
incredible. It was incredible. Jesus.
No, it's definitely Sunny Kiss.
I mean, how could it be anything else?
I'm biased, and I'm allowed to be biased, but I'm going to give it to the brand new Mrs. Cordona.
Chelsea Green?
Yeah.
What?
I'm a
Never
smaller
really.
booty guy. I'm not a big badunkadunk guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really think Chelsea Green and think but you know.
It might just be the most common.
You.
The most common pose they showed for all of her release pictures is of her ass. So. Okay.
I really want to find this picture now, but I don't know where it is. It just trust me on this thing. This thing is just.
Do we have to trust you?
Full end table, just fucking crawl inside it like a fucking tauntaun carcass.
Okay, and I think there might be some good debates on this one. Biggest shit stain of the year.
Kevin Dunn.
Disagree. Nick Khan.
Eh.
Nick Khan is the heir apparent to Vince.
Yeah, I still feel like nothing gets done without fucking Vince and Dunn, though.
I think Nick has way more say than we like to think.
I mean, I don't think he doesn't, but I mean, I'm talking long term. Like the guy who, like, I think the guy who like creates like the worst fucking work environment on the planet and like creates the animosity backstage, et cetera, that everyone hates is done. I think it all comes from him. I think Nick Khan is just a symptom of all of it.
It's kind of funny that you say worst work environment, considering now there aren't people shitting in bags.
Yeah, that was when it was fun to work there, dude.
Yeah, no, things got way worse when Randy quit sticking his dick in or on to people's property or being.
Yeah, apparently they just need to let more backstage shenanigans happen.
Dude, you know, let them smoke all the weed they want and fucking stop fucking pulling the rug out from everyone as soon as they start getting fucking popular. Let them write their own promos, and I guarantee you, do those few little things.
Yeah.
and you're going to see a huge change in the product and the morale of the people working there. But what do I know? Kill Kevin Dunn. I mean, don't kill Kevin Dunn. I'm not supposed to incite that kind of behavior.
Yeah, just
Shaney
call him a
boys.
shit stain.
But
I mean,
fuck his mom really hard in her fucking earlobe.
yeah, no, it's one of the three musketeers. I mean, it's either Vince or Nick or Kevin.
I guess we should each just pick one. I pick
Yeah.
Dunn, you pick Nick, so you're Vince. There we go.
That brings us to the biggest surprise of the year. And this could be literally anything in the world of wrestling.
I know what my answer is, and it's like one of the surprises that I don't know. It's like honestly one of the first times in a long time I've gotten really excited about pro wrestling, and it was the surprise of getting Bryan Danielson versus Minoru Suzuki free on a fucking pre-show on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's shocking to me. That's not something that you've ever really seen before. I don't think ever. I don't think any company has taken two guys of that caliber, of that drawing power, and said, "Here you go. This is the kind of shit we put on for free, fucking on YouTube."
I mean, maybe not on YouTube, but the double F did it with Halftime Madness, empty arena.
Heat.
But that was still like that wasn't the same. I mean, that was a fucking hilarious and amazing match. One of my favorites. So much fun.
You like that match, but hate the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah. Yeah. The halftime heat one didn't feel like forced. I don't know. It felt no, it didn't. Like, I mean, just the only thing about that was stupid was the end. The phone call shit, the fucking drinking the fucking Jack Daniels, like fighting through catering, the popcorn, like the whole thing was just like it was just fun. It was a fun match. Vince McMahon last time he was on commentary. There's a lot about it that was great. But yeah, I honestly like the match itself was an incredible match. Like the Bryan Danielson Suzuki match was legitimately incredible. And yeah, surprise of the year for me, 100%. It was awesome. Never expected anything like that.
Shane, what you got for surprise of the year?
As long as are we talking about surprise as in moment or just like most surprising, like
it could
concept?
However you choose to interpret it.
Oh, the most surprising thing this year is the Forbidden Door concept and in the just shocking amount of people appearing on different shows multiple times and the overall feeling that like AEW and other promotions are actually exciting to watch because you never know what's going to happen. I mean that's the most surprising thing of the year. As far as actual wrestling moment goes, is definitely Christian Cage being cleared to compete again, which was absolutely insane. And then for him to leave and then go to AEW, like,
and
pretty
while
badass.
at AEW win the Impact World title.
Yeah, from fucking Kenny Omega, like,
There's another please retire.
Yeah, what did I say a couple days ago? What was like Christian Lucha Brothers Jurassic Express versus I can't remember who was. Yeah, it was like FTR, somebody and AEW just has a bonkers roster that
and the Briscoes are gonna get involved.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully
Can we just do we have a best promo of the year category?
We will add it after I give my surprise of the year.
Cool, because I know my answer, obviously.
My surprise of the year, I'm taking a little bit of a different route. And it is the fact that Kevin Owens re-signed with WWE.
It's pretty shocking.
Like, I'm pretty sure nobody saw that coming, though it makes perfect sense for him. It also made no sense, especially with all the teases they had going on.
Right.
I'm
dude?
hoping he made bank.
I
I'm
hope
sure
yeah
he
those.
did.
I hope all those teases was just him fucking negotiating a better contract.
And I really do hope, in some weird way, since the Young Bucks and Cole were in on the jokes, I really hope they helped him just get a bigger contract.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. They sound like they're not friends.
So that's mine. So now, promo of the year.
The pudding promo, baby.
Jesus.
The fucking pudding promo, dude. That was just a mediocre, like everyday Briscoe Brothers promo. And then all of a sudden he goes off screen and comes back with a fucking pudding cup. He's just eating his pudding while talking about kicking the shit out of the fucking. Oh, God. I don't even know who they were cutting the promo on. But it was great. It was awesome. It made me want to go get a vanilla pudding.
Shane?
I mean, I think I'll just piss Isaac off and take what should have been his real answer, which was that one MJF and Punk promo.
Oh,
That was a really good one, too. Yeah, that was good.
I mean, really anything with MJF, honestly, this year. You know, whether it be telling Brian Pillman he has a crack whore mom and a dead dad, or Darby Allin how his he should have died rather than his uncle, and
Yeah. I mean, I still like the pudding promo better, but yeah, that fucking CM Punk one it just was so good. I mean, for a fight that was not supposed to happen and that they needed to get like a feud going on the fly and real quick, boy, oh boy, did they ever get you fucking psyched to see them fight. And they did it. They did it real fast. I was like, "Oh, okay, let's fucking go." They're trying to get as personal as possible. They're trying to make this shit real.
so I did have mine was the Punk MJF, and that's still my number one. But I'm not going to try to just mimic Shane here, and I am going to say that initial promo of the American Dragon challenging Hangman Adam Page, talking how he's going to kick the shit out of all the Dark Order. That got me hyped.
I am a wrestler.
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
I like that, man.
Yeah. We're going faster because we're not arguing as much as I expected.
I'll argue some more. What's next? Do we have more? Or we all?
We do have more.
Oh, good.
Worst pay-per-view of the year.
The one that WWE put on. What's the one that they do? Like, there's one that they do like right after WrestleMania and one right before WrestleMania.
You can't say that was the best or the worst. You didn't watch it.
The Fast Lane one, and then there's the other one after it.
What was the worst? What was the worst show we watched? Remember, Dozer said that we could do. Oh, Bad Blood.
Bad Blood was mine.
God damn, yeah, you're probably right. It was really bad.
That was just terrible.
I'm trying to think of other ones that we watched. I feel like we did Canadian Stampede, and that was really, really good.
And then
Road Wild.
And then the next show we watched.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember. I think it was the next WWE show.
Oh,
And it was that one and the next fucking
was
WCW.
Or...
That was bad. Let me see if I can find our little Google document here that has our list in it, because I think
there were some bad ones.
There were some really, really bad ones. There was some really fucking bad ones.
Anybody who has favorable memories of 1998 pro wrestling pay-per-views.
97.
Sorry, 97. You're
Let's
wrong.
see here. Let's see
You're just
here.
wrong.
Let's see here. We have oh man, yes. Amber-Ree was really bad. Canadian Stampede. The Great American Bash, I think it was the one
Was
that
it
was
that or Bash at the Beach?
I think Bash at the Beach came a little later.
Which one had the fucking picnic table? The VIP picnic area.
I think that was Great American Bash.
Okay. That.
Let me look up the Great American Bash card.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, if it's got Benoit versus Kevin Sullivan.
The Great American Bash.
That's like 6 WCW pay-per-views in a row.
That was
Yeah, speaking
started.
of, is that what we're watching next week? I
Oh,
think it's
man,
time
yeah,
for
this was-
WCW again.
Yeah.
That was the Chris Benoit Mang death match.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Green and Steve Mongo McMichael. The Outsiders, Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, Randy Savage, Dallas Page, Medusa versus Akira Hakuda, Glacier versus Wrath,
Bro, please stop.
Conan versus Hugh Morris. That was the one with the Harlem Heat versus the Steiner brothers. Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah, that one was.
I'm going with that one. I'm not willing to look at anything else. It was bad. I don't remember anything positive about that.
Okay. Women's Wrestler of the Year.
You know, it's gotta kind of be. It's kind of gotta be Brit, right?
That's what came to my head immediately.
It's hard to argue anybody else has had like a better come
Like-
up this year. I mean, Charlotte has fucking fucked herself over. Nia Jax got fucking shit canned. Becky Lynch just came back and hasn't really like. I guess she's had some good moments, but nothing incredible. Asuka doesn't get the shots she deserves.
Bailey and Alexa have both been gone for a while now.
Sasha doesn't get her shots.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Brit
I guess
for sure. If you're looking.
Brit or EST there.
Yeah, Bianca had a good
Bianca
year.
Belair had a great year. I'd say one of those two. I'll say Bianca just for the sake of not being the same as everyone.
I was going to say, let's all three just say Brit and make it undisputed and have a drink for that. I'll take a drink.
I see what you did because she's having sex with Adam Cole. It's undisputed.
That was completely unintentional. But I will take it.
I would take it from Adam Cole too, baby.
Well, if everything's proportional, you don't got much to worry about.
I know Shane would love that. Shane would dig that.
It'd be pretty cool.
I bet he's a very fucking passionate and caring lover.
Speaking of passionate and caring lovers, Dozer, do we have like a good topic coming up?
I hope so. I'm running out of... I ran through all of mine. I'm just coming up with good ones on the spot. Worst women's wrestler. Like, it's... Give me something to argue about. Come up with a category while we're thinking.
Tag team match of the year.
Oh.
Young Bucks versus Penta and Rey Fenix in the steel cage at All Out.
That's what I was going to say.
I watched that. That was the one I didn't really like, right?
You hated it.
No,
it was all super kicks.
No, he off camera and out of character said that he actually enjoyed it, but he just had to hate it so that way he could provide. Oh,
Never
sorry.
Once did I say anything like that? That's ludicrous that I would say that. I hated it because it was bad, and they kicked too much. You bitch. You guys, either you watch It's Always Sunny? No.
I mean, a little. I enjoy it, but I have not.
Oh God, I'm just thinking of the Shardy McDennis, the game of games, the game, and like they have the section. It's like Trivial Pursuit, but they all wrote the cards, all the questions, and one of the questions is like, "Why me hate Dennis?" And they're like, Charlie, you wrote this one. He's like, I don't think I did. I don't remember writing this. Like, you definitely fucking wrote this one, Charlie. And then he doesn't know, so he passes. And Dennis is like, because Dennis is a bastard, man. And that was the answer to the question. And I don't know why it popped into my head, but it made me laugh. And I want to just shout that out to the world that Dennis is a bastard, man.
Okay. Feud of the year.
The feud of the year.
Yeah. There are some good ones we've had this year. You know, you could go back to the legendary Inner Circle versus America's Top Team.
I would like to say the feud of the year has been the feud between AEW and WWE. It's been the only thing that's created any sort of interesting like wrestling content in the US in the last decade.
Yeah.
There was
I
interesting
don't know.
stuff, but
Yeah, but I mean, nothing compelling in It was all WWE, like for the most part, and then like, but nothing major other than that. There was a little bit of TNA fizzle and pop there for a minute, but
go ahead, Dozer.
I was going to go with Nick Gage and Matt Cardona. Because, damn, that Matt generated some heat.
I mean, it really put GCW on the map. I mean, they're about to do a Hammerstein Ballroom show, and they're about to charge $24.99 for a pay-per-view. $24.99? Are you serious?
for GCW.
GCW, and I think mostly because of that feud, like they are legitimately becoming the third company.
No, I mean, it's fun, man. Isaac would hate every second of it.
Yeah,
He
would.
Yeah, he would bitch and moan, but
that's what makes me happy. So I would probably ultimately enjoy myself.
It's really fun, and also their pay-per-views are $12.99.
Except for that one you're just saying. I have a question for you guys. I'm curious as to what is one thing that you want to see happen that, you know, like it might not be able to, like the just complete fantasy land. What is the one thing you want to see happen in pro wrestling in 2022? Could be just a match. It could be anything. It could be fucking a plane hitting Kevin Dunn in the fucking head. You know, like a big
I'll take
plane.
a plane hitting Kevin Dunn.
Hell yeah, dude! I like
but
that
his
answer.
teeth will protect him, so it's not going to help.
Just fucking shatter, crush the fucking plane like a cartoon.
The one thing that I want from wrestling this year is for AEW All Out to be happening, and whoever's champion at the end of the night, the lights go out and they come back on, and there's a New Japan Insurgents. Like, and I'm talking like real New Japan, like Okada. Yeah, and Naito and
oh, dude, how
Tanahashi.
cool would it be? How cool would it be if like the lights went out and they came up and Okada's in the center of the ring and he does the fucking pose and it zooms out?
Yeah, that would be. Can you, God, can you imagine that? But like, that's just what I want, because I feel like at that point, AEW and New Japan would be a really, really, really honestly big issue for WWE. I feel like at that moment, it would, like, the issue would be on their front door and it would be very real.
Yeah.
But I would love it to be real, because I would love WWE to take it seriously. To build a star that's not named Roman. Like a legit star outside of wrestling. Like somebody you can ask somebody in the grocery store and they know who the fuck you're talking about.
Where you see him wearing a shirt. I mean, fuck, dude. I as stupid and as fucking bad as a lot of the fucking wrestling was in '98 and '97, you couldn't go anywhere in public without seeing a Stone Cold shirt.
Well, hey, there was a time like a couple years ago you could go anywhere and see a Bullet Club shirt. Granted, most of the people had no fucking clue who the Bullet Club was, but they wore the shirt.
The DX merch that would get banned in school.
I had that merch. I had the shirt.
You couldn't do this. You get kicked out for doing the suck it jump.
Suck it.
I'm just saying, like, it's just a little weird, and like a part of it is the way we watch TV. Like, it's very different.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not appointment viewing anymore. It's not like you can only watch at a certain point, and if you miss it, you miss it. Like, you can watch something as many times as you want, however you want, basically these days, and like.
But I don't feel like the fan involvement and engagement is there as much.
No.
We had go on.
Oh no, I was gonna say. I mean, it's not there. Like I was talking to my dad during Dynamite. I'm like, it's just weird to hear a crowd that's actually excited about what's happening, and it's not just like reactionary noise. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the good guy did a move, so we're gonna cheer.
Well,
oh, the bad guy did a move, so we're gonna boo.
It's WWE at some point like got on this thing where it was like, we can't give them what they want. Like, and I don't understand it, because like up until then, like you would withhold stuff for a little while, but always in the effort to get people to buy another ticket. Now it's literally it's just like, oh, it's your hometown, you have to lose because fuck the hometown fans, etc., etc. And it's like, a lot of times it just feels like they're doing shit just to spite the fans, because they don't want to they don't ever want to fucking do anything to make them happy. Whereas AEW is like, yeah, like, we get that we can't make them happy all the time, but there are things that the fans want to see. And sure, like, we write this shit. We can write that. Like, we could do it.
So,
well, what I was gonna say is that the opening match from this past Dynamite, which was Kenny versus not Kenny, it was Hangman Page versus Bryan Danielson. Fucking stellar match, insanely good, total bloodbath. Bryan Danielson bled like a stuck pig. But when Hangman came down and he made his entrance, you couldn't even hear what people were chanting. Just everyone was just screaming. There was just noise. And I was like, Jesus. Like, people are just freaking out.
Yeah.
AEW over the last year has had more 90s era pops than WWE's had in the last 10 years.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean, just
people are actually invested in what the product is.
That first time that Jericho came out with the Trials of MJF without the theme song, that was a great moment with the crowd. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things. My thing I want to see happen in 2022, though, I want to see one match, and it's not going to happen. But oh my god,
you're not seeing Suzuki Walter, dude.
I know, I'm not. But god damn it, dude, tell me like that isn't the single biggest dream match of like style, like a style matchup that is perfect. Two guys that can really wrestle but are so strong and so hard hitting. Dude, just the chop battles. Oh, the whole thing. Come on, dude.
I mean, it sounds very good, but honestly, I think I would trade that for Johnny Wrestling versus Kenny Omega. I would pay so much money for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would much rather see Suzuki and Walter, especially because, like, Kenny Omega's not involved.
They would be two very, very different matches. And I'd like to see them for different reasons. Because that Suzuki-Walter match, that's going to give you the feeling of a fight. You're not going to know what's coming next, though it's probably going to be a chop.
It's just going to be them beating the fuck out of each other. It's gonna be great. Oh, to piggyback on Shane's thing too. It'd be great is having an AEW contingent at like show up as a counter to the New Japan invasion at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh! For the Noah show that's coming up in like 2 days.
Or whatever, they do Wrestle Kingdom every year, right?
Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom was the past 2 days. It's done.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, that would be a great thing to have happen is like show up at one of their biggest pay-per-views. And like obviously it's like early January, but
that's the thing that I don't think AEW is set up for. They are not set up to have an AEW contingent. They're set up to have one of their factions appear, but not AEW loyalists.
Yeah, they need the thing is with their like Forbidden Door stuff, they've kind of just like fucked every promotion they've been involved with, and obviously you get the rub of having your guy on AEW, blah 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 blah, whatever else. But like TNA got the complete short end of the stick with Kenny being their champion. He didn't even fucking defend the thing, or doesn't even seen wearing it. But yeah, no, I don't think that they could send enough people over to New Japan and still be okay back over here if they sent the people that they needed to.
yeah.
I think you would be more likely to see the Inner Circle go take on New Japan.
Please, God, no.
I'm pulling names. That's just the first. Look,
You know what I'm gonna
Taz,
pull?
send Hook over.
I'm gonna pull my dick out of the podcast. Oh man, yeah. I think New Japan AEW would be fucking dope though. I think there's so many options there that'd be exciting and interesting. From fucking getting to see someone like Adam Cole, like wrestle there, to Bryan Danielson really getting a shot.
Yeah, that could definitely be good.
And hopefully Tommaso Ciampa.
How many more people can they sign?
How do you not sign a guy like Ciampa? And
I mean, they probably have enough room for a Samoan named Joseph as well.
I mean,
the only thing that goes in their favor is that they generally don't have their wrestlers wrestling all year long.
Yeah, I think they could make it happen, but what do I know? Fuck, I'm going to bed, folks.
Well, we got to do one thing, and that is just our award of the year, our big award. Give it to whatever the fuck you want. Talk about your favorite or least favorite thing from this year. We got to give out a big award for something.
My favorite thing about this year was 2021 was that it was not 2020. It gets 2021 gets the award for not being the year 2020.
My award goes to having some amount of crowd back at shows. I say some because that may be very dated in the next week or two, depending on which countries
We're talking
or states
2021,
you live
baby.
in.
You had that all year in 2021.
Yes. It could change soon, but
yeah. Well, we're talking to the end of the year awards of 2021. We're not talking 2022.
Yep. I'm just going to say for AEW slightly reuniting my love of modern pro wrestling. The fact that they got me to actually pay to watch their weekly programs, that's golden. And I will be happy to keep watching them. We're going to end this show because we're moving at a snail's pace. We need to watch something for next week. We're going to watch WCW. Isaac, do you know what it is?
I actually just had that pulled up, didn't I?
That's why I was asking you.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we got? What's next? We did Fall. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, boy. Yep. Fall Brawl.
Fall Brawl, 1997.
Fall Brawl.
I am sure that is a banger and mash.
Yeah, we're gonna have so much.
Woo!
We're gonna have so much fun.
That's going to be off the rails. But until next time, I'm Dozer. That's Isaac.
I'm
That's
Shane.
Shane. Don't forget to go to suchgoodshoot.com. Don't forget to subscribe to us on Patreon and all that good shit. And you know what?
Ride Greyhound.
Sleepy time.
Sleepy time. This was not our best episode.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Such Good Shoot. If you are on YouTube, please remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon. Or subscribe to us on your favorite audio catcher. Or finally, if you're on Facebook, leave a comment, like the video, and make sure to share it out to all your friends. Until next time, we have been Such Good Shoot, and have a great day.